Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Thursday, January 11, 2024. And welcome, my beautiful listeners. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and it is so great to have you back with us. In our previous episodes, we discussed on how to overcome limiting ideas and hurdles on our journey. But today we'll build on to that foundation by focusing on developing habits and routines that will help us to achieve our goals. So let's start with a quick summary of the major takeaways from our last conversation, which we set a tone for today's inspiring topic. We talked about understanding the importance of aligning intentions with specific goals. We talked about that on Monday, as well as there was giving you some step-by-step guides on how to align your intentions with specific goals in this year. As well as on Tuesday, we talked about exploring the roles of inspired action in manifesting intentions and taking the practical tips and taking the strategies for taking inspired actions and tips. And yesterday we talked about overcoming. We talked about first identifying and understanding limited beliefs and how that they prevent our intentions of manifestation, as well as talked about strategies of overcoming those limited beliefs. But today we are going to be talking about creating habits and routines that support your intentions, okay? We're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the importance of routine and habits in supporting our intentions, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Spreaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to axnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, self-discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, self-discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love, and empowerment. This program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we are going to talk about creating habits and routines that support your intentions. All right, so before we get into the meat of today's topic, let's start with a guided breathing exercise. And this exercise enabled us to center our thoughts and energy, preparing us to welcome the development of beneficial habits and routines. So join me in this minute of silence and concentration. All right. First, I want you to start by finding a comfortable seated position where your feet is flat and firmly on the ground. And I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling the air, and feel your lungs. Hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing any tension or distractions. Now bring your attention to your breath. Take a slow, deep breath in, counting to 4 as you inhale. Hold your breath for the count of 4, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale slowly to the count of 4. And repeat this count cycle of inhaling, holding, and exhaling for several breaths. So as you continue this rhythmic breathing, imagine a ball of white light in the center of your chest. And with each inhale, imagine this ball of light expanding and growing brighter. Feel its warmth and positive energy radiating throughout your body. Now as you exhale, imagine releasing any negative thoughts or doubts that may be holding you back from developing beneficial habits and routines. Let go of any resistance or fear and allow yourself to fully embrace the potential for positive change. Now with every breath, feel your body becoming more grounded and centered. Visualize yourself standing firmly in your power and ready to take on the challenge of developing new habits and routines. Continue to this focused breathing for a few more cycles, allowing yourself to fully immerse in the present moment and connect with your inner strength. Now, as these 60 seconds come to an end, I want you to take a final deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently open your eyes. And please carry this sense of centeredness and readiness with you as you embark on your journey of developing beneficial habits and routines today. All right, again, thank you for sharing this space and this moment with me. And if today is your first time listening to the podcast and you're wondering what's just happening, we do a breathing exercise every morning before we start, or every day before we start, to go into our topic so we can kind of center ourselves and get ready to receive whatever that is being given to you today, all right? And speaking of what is given to you today we're talking about creating habits and routines that support your intentions, all right? So let's talk about the importance of routines and habits. In this section, we'll look at why habits and routines are so important in supporting our intentions. And we'll look at how consistent behaviors and planned routines can turn our intentions into practical realities. So understanding the power of habit and routine is essential for long-term personal progress and realization of intentions. So habits and routines are very crucial for a role in supporting our intentions. So because it provides structure and consistency in our daily lives. So when we form positive habits and implement intentional routines, we create a solid foundation for achieving our goals and turning our intentions into practical realities. And so the beginning of this week, we talked about aligning our intentions and understanding what our intentions is with our true goal and our core values, right? Now, consistency behaviors helps us to build momentum and progress towards our desired outcome. So by repeating certain actions regularly, we train our brain to automate those behaviors and making them easier to maintain our time. So this automation reduces the mental effort required, allowing us to stay focused on our intentions without constantly needing to make conscious decisions. So also I want to remind you that the other day we discussed how inspired action differs from routine action, and also how it can be a powerful catalyst in our manifestation of our goals and our dreams. And so when I just talked about having consistency, yes, do have consistencies, but also remember to could carry on your inspired action, your why that you are doing it, to be intentional in what you are doing every day, that it doesn't become a repetitive routine action. You understand what I'm saying? That is coming from a deeper place. Okay? All right, next, planned routines provide a framework of organizing our time and energy effectively. So by scheduling specific activities or tasks into our daily or weekly routines, we allocate dedicated time to work towards our intentions. This intentional allocation of time ensures that we prioritize the things that matter most to us. Additionally, routines create a sense of stability and predictability in our lives. And this stability helps reduce stress and overwhelm, so allowing us to approach our intentions with a clear and focused mindset. And when we know what to expect and have a plan in place, we are more likely to follow through and take consistent action, okay? All right, so now let's to turn our intentions into a practical realities. It's important to align our behaviors and routines with our goals. So here are a few practical steps that you can take. 1, define your intentions. Clearly articulate what you want to achieve and why it is meaningful to you. Next, break it down. Break down your intentions into small, actionable steps, and this makes it easier to incorporate them into your routine. Next, create a routine. Design a routine that includes specific time slots or dedicated days for working towards your intention, and be realistic about the time and energy you can commit. And next, start small. Begin by incorporating one habit or routine at a time and gradually build on as you become comfortable and consistent. Next, I want you to track your progress. Keep a track of your habits and routines to measure your progress. And this can be done through journaling, habit tracking, or even digital tools. And lastly, I want you to stay flexible. Remember that life can be unpredictable, and it's okay to adapt to your routines when necessary. So be adaptable without losing sight of your intentions. So by integrating consistent behaviors and planned routines in our lives, we create a supportive framework that propels us closer to our goals and transform our intentions into practical realities. But you know what? Don't worry, because even all of these things that I just said to you, I announced last week that I was actually creating an ebook as we speak. Within the ebook, there will be the tips and strategies, as well as there will be work pages that you can actually do work in, and that you can actually write down, your habits and routines. So I will kind of have, you a guideline on how to definitely to put everything in order. Excuse me, I'm kind of losing my train of thought. But to put things in order, okay? I don't want to just give you this information and not have something for you to have it a hard copy of. You understand? And so, in the process of me creating this ebook, and it's so funny because the next ebook that I was doing was totally something different. It was just on self-love. It was on self-love, and that's what I was working on before the year ended, before 2023 ended. But when I came into this year, and I remember doing the order of how I was going to present the show for this year, for the season of self-love. And something came to me just in meditation, was like, you need to create an ebook. You need to create an ebook, workbook, journaling book, so your listeners, so they can actually have a hard copy of what you're talking about and what you mean, and actually have an example to where you can start them off there. You can kick them off and start them off there. Then they can take that what you have and implement that in their lives and add on to it. Okay? But that is coming next week. Next week is coming. My goal is to finish it by the end of the week, by the end of this week, and have it available for you next week before the month is out. All right? Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to talk about giving you some practical advice and strategies on developing your beneficial habits and routines. All right? It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
Well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about creating habits and routines that support your intentions. Yes, that support your intentions. All right, so in this segment, we're going to be developing supporting habits and routines. And we know that it isn't always easy. But in this section of the show, I'll give you some helpful tips, hints, and strategies. And we'll go over how to find habits that correspond with your aims and how you properly incorporate these habits into your daily lives. So developing beneficial habits and routines requires self-awareness, intentionality, and consistency. And here are some practical advice and strategies to help you find habits that correspond with your aims and incorporate them into your daily lives. Is 1, to identify your goals. Start to clarify your goals and aspiration. And what areas of life do you want to improve or focus on? Write them down and be specific. This is something that we talk about regularly, on understanding and acknowledging on what your goals are. Not only what they are, but your whys. Your why is it so important to you to make that goal? And what purpose does it serve in your life? 2 is prioritize your habits. Determine which habits align most closely with your goals. So think about the action that you can take daily or regularly that will bring you closer to your desired outcomes. Next is start small. Begin with 1 or 2 small habits that are manageable and build from there. And starting with too many habits at once can be overwhelming and difficult to maintain. And I have been very guilty of that in past times, especially, and let me say this and be real about it, especially in the new year. You know, in the new year, we want everything new, we want everything fresh. We're leaving, that old year behind and those old habits. So we tend to do multiple things on that first day or in that first week. But then it becomes overwhelming because we're not used to that. So what I've learned is, okay, for this first month, I'm going to concentrate on this. Then on my second month, I'm going to concentrate on this, and then I'm going to add this. And let me tell you something. Has it been easy? No, it has not been easy to do that, because I want to rush and hurry with everything. Okay, I need to do this because I have a timeline on it. When you make that timeline, don't make it to where you forcing and you pushing yourself. Because honestly, you have all the time in the universe to be successful. When your time is coming, your time will come. Don't force it. And I know sometimes people think, I'm not forcing it. It's coming. Yes, it's coming, and allow it to come. But also enjoy this journey. It's honestly not supposed to be that hard, especially when it is right there for you. When everything is aligned right and you are right there, don't force it. Pace yourself. Take those steps. Because guarantee you, in each one of those steps, there's a lesson to be learned for either that next step or the step 3 or 4 steps before. Does that make sense? So that's why it's best to start small. Next, make it measurable. Define your habits in a way that is measurable. For example, instead of saying, I want to exercise more, specify a specific number or minutes or days a week that you want to exercise. So like for me, I said that I at least want to go hiking at least once or twice a month. I've never hiked before. Well, a little, but not like what I'm talking about doing. So instead of me saying, oh, I'm going to hike every day, I said, well, I want to at least hike every other 2 weeks, twice a month. You understand what I'm saying? So one is giving me a specific goal that I'm doing right there, and that's for my physical form. But also, it's not being overwhelmed. It's not putting the pressure on me to do something daily or do something often, more often than I have time for. Then what does that do? If you don't have the time to do it, then you think that you failed, or you haven't totally committed to what you said that you were going to do, which causes what? A letdown or a setback. All right. Next is to anchor your habits. Attach your new habits to existing ones to make them easier to remember and integrate into your daily routine. So, for example, if you want to develop a habit of journaling, you can do it right after brushing your teeth in the morning or before going to bed at night. For me, that's something that I do. So after I do my morning facial routines, brushing my teeth and all of that, I go directly into my Golden Rose room, to where that is where I do my meditation and my prayer. And it has to be right before, it has to be the first thing in the morning, because that prepares me and set me for my day. So that moment I can journal at that time. And then not all the time, but a lot of times before I go to bed, I write in my journal too, especially if I had an amazing day or if I had a hard day, that I know once I lay my head down that energy that I had that day, I do not want to take that energy with me into my sleep, into while I'm resting, to where my mind is going. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to set that preference on my sleeping habits. And I learned that that's what caused me to have a lot of sleeping problems. You understand what I'm saying? All right, next is set reminders. Use reminders such as alarms, calendar alerts, or sticky notes to prompt you to engage you in your new habits. This can help you stay on track, especially in the beginning when the habits are not fully ingrained. So like I said, I have sticky notes all over the place. Right now I'm trying to find me some gold sticky plates. Yes, I said gold sticky plates that can go with my decor in my bathroom, because my bathroom is black, white, and gold. And I have some white stickies, but I want some gold ones. And I'm thinking about getting some black ones too, but I just want it to be, I want it to be really fancy in there on my mirror. I'm sorry. Sue me, I guess. The next one is track your progress. Keep a record of your habit-related activities to track your progress. This can be done through a habit tracking app or a journal or a simple checklist. And seeing your progress visually can be motivating and help you stay committed. And as I mentioned before, that I am doing an ebook. And within that ebook, there will be a checklist and habit tracking in there. And also, so let me say this, and I'm about to do a shameless plug from the book that I wrote last year. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing. In that book, it has a journaling part. Actually, it's my story, and then it's a part to where it's like a work page where you can do your journaling yourself. But then even in like another 30 days, I have to where we are tracking to where you can track your habits and stuff like that. You can go get it on Amazon, but I'm just telling you, if you want to go get it, do it now before you can go and pick up that book. I'm just saying. But it has that in there. All right. As well as stay accountable. Find an accountability partner or join a supportive community that shares your similar goals. Now, by sharing the progress, challenges, and success with others, it can provide encouragement and keep you motivated. And next, be flexible. Adjust your habits and routines as needed. Life can be unpredictable and circumstances may change. So adapt to the habits. Adapt to them that they fit in your current situation while still keeping them aligned with your goals. And last, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Be kind and understanding. So if you miss a day or you slip up, remember that developing habits takes time and effort. So instead of dwelling on setbacks, focus on getting back on track and continuing to move forward. I want you to remember developing beneficial habits and routines in an ongoing process. It requires dedication, patience, and self-reflection. So be willing to experiment and learn and adapt as you discover on what works best for you. All right? All right, so we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and I want to do a nice little guided meditation, all right? I want to do a guided meditation. Yes, we're going to end this episode with the guided meditation. And I know we did quite a few this week already, and we usually just do them on Friday, but I think even getting you into the routine of wanting to do meditation daily, it kind of helps the momentum. You understand what I'm saying? All right. It's your girl, the Goddess NmW&x here on this season of Self-Love Podcast, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love Podcast with NmW&x, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Naomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Spreaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Naomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love Podcast. Available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join NmW&x on the Season of Self-Love Podcast.
All right, it's your girl, the Goddess NmW&x here on the Season of Self-Love Podcast. And today we're talking about creating habits and routines that support your intentions. Yes, but I wanted to end this show off with a meditation. Let's take a break. A little break for a guided meditation on developing helpful habits. And this meditation is intended to strengthen your dedication to your aims while also empowering you to create habits that support your intentions. So I know in the first segment we talked about the importance of routines and habits and with supporting of your intentions, as well as giving, some strategies and some hints, some helpful hints to help you along the way. All right. I want you to begin by finding a comfortable and quiet place to sit or lie down. And close your eyes and take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with fresh energy. And as you exhale, let go of any tension or stress you may be carrying. I want you to bring your attention to the present moment, letting go of any thoughts or distractions. Feel the weight of your body against the surface beneath you and allow yourself to fully relax. Now imagine yourself surrounded by a warm, golden light. And this light represents the support and encouragement you need to develop positive habits in your life. Now take a moment to reflect on those habits and on the habits that you wish to cultivate. I want you to visualize yourself engaging in these habits with ease and consistency. See yourself feeling motivated and confident as you make progress towards your goals. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling the air, filling your belly, and expanding your chest. And as you exhale, release any doubts or negativity beliefs that stand in the way of developing supportive habits. Now with each breath, imagine the golden light surrounding you becoming brighter and filling you with positive energy and determination. Allow this light to penetrate every cell of your being, infusing you with a sense of purpose and commitment. And as you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to repeat the following affirmation silently to yourself. I am capable of developing supportive habits. I am committed to my personal growth and well-being. I embrace positive change and embrace new habits. Now feel this truth and power behind these affirmations resonating within you. Know that you have the strength and the resilience to create lasting change in your life. Now I want you to take one final deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back to the present moment. So I want you to carry this sense of empowerment and determination with you as you go about your day, knowing that you have the ability to develop supportive habits that will lead you to a happier and more fulfilling life. So take this moment of gratitude for this meditation practice and for your commitment to personal growth. And whenever you feel the need to support and develop these habits, remember this guided meditation and the strength it instills within you. Again, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey and just committing yourself and being ready to dominate this year 2024. And as we wrap today's session, I encourage you to start creating your own supportive habits and routines. Remember that tiny, consistent activities can lead to big changes. And again, thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm excited to hear about the great habits that you develop and foster in your life. I want you to stay focused, stay inspired, and let's employ the power of supportive habits to turn our aspiration into reality. And let's dominate in every aspect of our lives in 2024, right? Enjoy yourself. Have a good one. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Sending light, love, and prayers.